Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it.
Storm. Storm.
Why is this name so hard? How the fuck did you come up with this name, Yeet?
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of just like some high shit.
Storm. Swift on the beat. Swift on the beat.
Welcome to another episode of the Phin Outta podcast. It is your host with the most, B.herbo, and I got my brother from another mother, RodMan, in the building with me. RodMan, how you doing today, my good brother? How are you doing today, my good brother?
Listen, my brother, I woke up, you know what I'm saying? Morning Wood strong, so I know I was alive.
Man, let's give a round of applause to Morning Wood, man. Let's give a round of applause to Morning Wood, man. Let's give a round of applause to waking up. Let's give a round of applause to all that, man. All that. One more time. Morning Wood, we need it. It's very
appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Feel like a champ. But nah, man, I'm feeling good, bro. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get the opportunity to do this last week because, adult life. But, I'm ready to go, ready to talk about these playoff games, my boy. And we got us an okay slate of games. I say okay because a lot of injuries.
There is a lot of injuries.
Hampering,
There's definitely a lot of injuries, and that's just the plague of the 2022 NFL season as a whole, bro. It's been 15 different. I think it was like 15 different starting quarterbacks just this past week alone. Like it's been a lot of different. There's been a lot of injuries that have hurt this game. Multiple games are going to be impacted by injuries in the playoffs. There's a possibility that. Matter of fact, it's not a possibility. It's gonna happen, bro. Lamar Jackson's not playing. Tua Tagovailoa is not playing, and those are two premier quarterbacks in the NFL.
And both their backups might not play. That's how bad it is, bro.
It's been freaking very, very crazy, bro. But I do appreciate you for throwing me that layup, bro, because that's what's gonna lead us into the show as a whole, bro. So for this episode, man, we're gonna talk about all 6 playoff games, bro. Each individual one, bro. From the Saturday, Sunday, and going all the way to Monday, man. But before we get into that or whatever, we're just gonna go ahead and do 2 things, bro. Catch up on both fronts. Us as fans, and just get a little vibe of where our teams were, or where the temperature of us as fans of our respective teams. You, the Dolphins, Rod, me, the Cowboys. And then we're going to go ahead and catch up with the things that we did not talk about, bro. In regards to the new coaching hires, Derek Carr, DeMar Hamlin, and stuff like that, man. So, real quick on the temperature, Rod. Where are you as a Dolphins fan, man, leading up into this game?
It's funny, Herb, because despite how the season kind of transpired toward the end, we made the playoffs, which you have to say is a success, right? Like that was the goal, right? But the journey, just the way things unfolded, bro. It just my temperature as a fan is that I'm feeling like we're never gonna escape mediocrity, Herbie.
It's incredible, man.
Like I just feel like we're never and I do want to make mention of one thing too, bro. All you motherfuckers who are out there talking about, oh well, Flores is a better coach. Shut the fuck up. I've seen a bunch of random motherfuckers on Dolphins pages coming out talking about, oh well, you see, oh they ended up in the same place. Like it's not the same, dog. It's totally not the same. Let me tell you something, Herbie. I don't care what anybody says. Tua's career was going in the shitter before Mike McDaniel got to our team. We finished as the 29th ranked offense last season. We were the 6th ranked offense this season, nigga, with Tua missing 5 games. So for all you people out there who want to fucking deride the team, the Dolphins themselves are mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Like we just have this, bro, we just have this thing. We just can't get out of our own way. And you know,
it's incredible, man.
It's incredible. But you know what? The problem with this season for sure, Herbie, was injuries. I mean, our problem now going into the game is injuries. Injuries on defense, injuries on offense. I mean, you know, there's not really much you could really do about that. We had a rough little stretch of games before Tua got hurt, but you know that shit happens, man. It's just
that's the ebb and flow of the NFL season, bro. That's part of it. And it's one of those things. And this is just a little sidebar, not to cut you off.
No.
Every single season that happens, and all the wackiness and all the variables that go into a season, adds to Tom Brady's legacy, bro. Because he was able to maneuver all of this. He was able to maneuver injuries. He was able to maneuver the wild variables
for 20 years, bro.
For 20 years. For like, 20 years.
Dude.
Who is the last back-to-back NFL champion, bro?
Tom Brady.
A league that has Josh Allen. A league that has Patrick Mahomes. A league that's had Cam Newton. A league that's had Brett Favre. A league that's had Aaron. Like, this shit isn't easy. Like, Aaron Rodgers has been to 1. Tom Brady's been to 10. So, and it's just annoying because all it takes is one freak accident. All it takes is one crazy tackle. All it takes is one benign tackle. And that one benign tackle has completely wrecked the Dolphins season, bro, as a whole.
As a whole, bro. It's unbelievable, man. And it's just sad that we're in this position. And you know, the most painful thing about it is too, you know, there's a lot of Dolphin fans. You know, the Dolphin fan base is all over the place. You got fans who are just already looking forward to next year, like me. And then there's a guys like me who is just, it's painful to finally get a good quarterback, and the nigga just can't stay on the field. Like Herbie, that it's like what good is a top 10 quarterback if he can't play, Herbie?
What's the point? Man?
Like what's the point?
What's the point?
And look, I don't want anybody listening to think I'm being insensitive. Like, you know, the nigga got hurt. I can't fault him for that. But every year is something new, Herbie. If it's not concussions are new. He was not concussion prone going into this season. He's had 3, 2 official, 1 assumed. But anybody with fucking brains knows that the nigga hit his head in the Bills game and he wobbled. Like that was the beginning of what just became a massive storyline. The Dolphins are never in the news for anything good, Herbie. If there's drama surrounding our team, best believe it's negative. It started in our season and it bled into the season. And man. Here we are, dog.
Here we are, man.
Back to the same, back in the same boat, bro.
And this is where we're kindred spirits, bro. I think this is why we've been best friends for so long, bro. We both bond over our teams just letting us down, shitting the bed, finding new ways to disappoint us, dog. And man, I have been by the Cowboys for a long time. They've cheated on me. They've abused me. They've hurt me. They have emotionally destroyed my soul, my being, and everything that I have to offer the world. And I have been here through all the ups and the downs, bro. I followed my vows, bro, through thick and thin, bro.
That you have, Herbie.
I believed in this team. I believed in what they stood for, dog. I met this man, looked at me in my eyes. The person that I fell in love with 20 years ago, I don't know this person anymore. It's a new person. They don't act the same. Actually, I take that back. They do act the same, and that's the problem, bro. They never change. They never change. These Cowboys never change. And me, I've never been this dejected. I think I'm so apathetic to the Cowboys that it's completely ruined my entire fandom for football in general, bro. Like, I will forget it's Sunday, bro. Because I just don't care anymore, bro. They zapped it out of me, dog. This was the final straw, bro. This was the fucking season that broke my back as a Cowboys fan.
Shang Tsung, dog. They took your soul, bro.
They took my soul, man. They took my soul, bro. And I don't even know what to do, bro. Like when I'm 30, I'm about to be 34, bro. You can't just pick another team at 34 years old, bro. You can't do that. Like, what do I do? Like, I'm stuck, bro.
You know what, Herbie? I always believed that I would be a Dolphin fan, and I think that I think I'll survive long enough to see that through. But I always told myself that if I was done with the Dolphins, I would just watch football fanless, dog. I would just watch football to enjoy it.
I'm telling you, as somebody who's been trying to do it this season, bro, it feels empty, dog. Like, it feels like, bro, Rod, I'm telling you this, and I'm not joking, bro. My head hurts, dog. I have a headache, bro. I have a headache watching these Cowboys, bro. I can't do this anymore, dog. I'm tired. I'm lifeless. My soul is gone, bro. I don't have the energy to believe in these motherfuckers anymore, dog.
But you know what, Herbie? And like, I feel that, like, trust me, Herbie, like, the way you're resonating with my soul right now, I'm beaten down, bro. The Dolphins have been beating me down for 20 plus years, dog. Like, it's been a long time, bro. Imagine, Herbie. I want you to think about this, Herbie.
Oh my God.
Who's the last team? Our playoff appearances are 6 years apart, and in both games the backup has to start.
That's impossible, dog.
Only the Dolphins could accomplish that, Herbie.
That's impossible, dog.
Only the Dolphins. But here's what I want to say to what you're saying, Herbie. And I don't know if I hate these fans or if it's just envy, but I hate the fans who are just always happy, Herbie. I like, oh, go Fins. Like, I want to reach through my computer and fucking grab these niggas. Like,
nobody's that optimistic, bro. Like, you're not a real person.
You're a bot, dog. You have to be like, bro.
You have to be a bot, bro. You're not a real person, dog.
You shouldn't be happy with this. Like, we don't, like, dude, we have been giving our whole lives to these teams. Like, yeah, it's just football. It's just a game. I get it. But when you're a diehard, when you're someone who lives for the sport, you want your team to be fucking good. Like, you get sick of watching the same crap every season, bro.
Every season.
And then there are people who are just like, oh yeah, we'll just get him next year. We always fucking say let's get him next year.
I just give me like 3 years of Peyton Manning, bro. Let me get the
man. Give me something, bro.
Do you know what it's like to be a Chiefs fan right now, dog? Like, I would take a morsel of that. And mind you, my team had a great season on paper. On paper, they had a really good record, but nobody believes in them. Starting with Cowboys fans, bro. Like, I'm tired, dog. I'm tired.
Rightfully so, bro.
Rightfully so,
and the
man.
thing with the Cowboys, man, they don't just lose, Herbie. Like, you guys always lose in the most just agonizing fashions.
Dog, I told you, bro. I told you, I'd rather lose with bums than be okay with good players, bro. I'm done, bro. But let's move the conversation along, though, because we do got to catch up on some things, bro. So, again, we didn't have the episode last week, bro. Adulting happens. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? We try to be consistent, but, hey, things are out of our control, bro. So, there were a couple things that happened last week, obviously, starting with the Damar Hamlin injury, bro. So, we don't have to go too long on the injury itself because, obviously, it's been beat over the head, and I don't mean that in a distasteful or insensitive way at all. It's just we don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's okay. And that's the beauty of the sport. But
that's the best part, bro.
That's the best part. But I do want to ask you, was there a moment? Because I know this went through everybody's mind that somebody died on the football field. I just want to know, what did you think? Where were you, Rod? What was your mindset when you saw that?
Dude, I was watching the game with my sister. We were just, smoking a joint, watching the game. Just, my sister normally complains about football games, but she didn't mind. And I just remember watching the play where you could hear the hit. on the screen. Like you could hear when T. Higgins kind of went into him, and then you see him get up. And when I saw him fall, for a second, I thought like, damn, like, am I that high? Like, did I really see? Like, I'm like, what am I smoking right now? And then, obviously, they show the camera, the EMTs come out, they have the ambulance, they're giving him CPR. And it just reminded me, it was even more chilling than when Tua in the same stadium just a few months prior hit his head and had that crazy fencing response. Like, I felt even worse than that because, I thought Tua died that night. And when I was watching DeMar Hamlin, Herbie, I was like, oh my God, like, is it for real this time? Like, they're giving this dude CPR. Herbie, I've been watching football my whole life. I've seen injuries. I've seen guys get carted out. I've even seen ambulances. I've never seen somebody need CPR on the field. And then you see the emotion, the agony, the pain of the players. The NFL wanted the players to play, and the players were just like, no, fuck that. They're like, we have to know what's going on with our guy. And that the game got canceled, Herbie. That just goes to show you how serious of like how the magnitude of what this was. And I just remember I was talking with a mutual friend of ours, my homegirl, and she texted me and she goes, yo, did we just watch somebody down the field? And we were just like kind of just giving each other updates throughout the night. And dude, Herbie, it was, man, I mean, honestly, I've never felt like that after watching a football game. Because, football, the beauty of sports in general is that sports is competition, but it's friendly competition. It brings everybody together. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we talk our shit, we have our rivals, but, as long as everybody goes home to their family and everybody's okay, that's what matters at the end of the day. That's why, Tua getting shut down, Dolphins got to eat that. It's better for them. But to see DeMar Hamlin, fall out like that, and the reaction of the players to see Josh Allen crying and needing to be consoled, and them going into the locker room, and then that whole incident turned everybody on ahead. But I think it also gave us an appreciation more for not just the players, just an appreciation of life itself, because he was doing something that he loved, and he could have died doing it. And the thing that makes me laugh is when he woke up, the first thing he wanted to know was who won the game.
Nah, that's crazy.
That's passion. That's passion.
No, that's institutionalization. That boy's institutionalized.
You call that?
That boy's institutionalized, bro. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna wake up after a week and be like, "Damn, we won the game." No, sir. Do you know where
what?
you're at?
We didn't play that shit, man.
We didn't even play it. That shit ended at 7-3, sir. You need to worry about rest. That's what you need to worry about. But again, like you said, bro, it's something that he loved to the point where it's like that was the first thing that was on his mind, bro. And it ain't because of at that point, dog, obviously we'll never be able to identify it. That's why we love the game so much, because we're ultimately living through these people in some certain way. You know what I'm saying? So when he fell down, a lot of people fell down too, because a lot of people realized that could happen at any moment in time, bro. It was a routine tackle, and it really wasn't even a tackle, bro. T. Higgins just ran into his chest, dog, and that's all that happened. And then he needed 9 minutes of CPR, and they needed to get rushed to a hospital. And it was frightening. And the worst part about it is, you got to take it from me. Like me, this is what I'm talking about in regards to the Cowboys. The Cowboys beat my enthusiasm for football this season out of me so many times, to the point where I forgot that the game was even on, dog. I just happened to be on Twitter at that time, and I saw DeMar Hamlin, and I didn't even know who that was. I'm like, DeMar Hamlin, why does it have like 100,000 tweets going on right now? So I click on it, and then I saw the play. Then I'm like, oh, crap, it's Monday Night Football. Then I saw the play, and then I saw the reaction. And that's really what I wanted to touch on, too, because like I said, we already know the end of the result, which is he's ultimately okay. He woke up. He got actually discharged, bro. So absolutely, let's go ahead and give him a round of applause for DeMar Hamlin. The inevitable of society now, dog. We just want to argue, bro. We just want to argue, dog. And
right,
there was gonna be somebody that was gonna get cussed out, and everybody was gonna jump that man, bro. It was gonna be somebody, dog. We didn't know who it was. There's the usual suspects, dog. It was either Kanye West, it was either gonna be Elon Musk, or it was gonna be Skip Bayless, bro. And Skip Bayless decided to take his
Stepped up to the plate, man.
step up to the plate. He walked into that phone booth and came out Superman, bro. He said, "I'm gonna take all the bullets, bro." And oh my God, Rodney, I'm telling you this, bro. I've been on the internet. We've all been on the internet, bro. The internet is a shared space. I have never seen somebody get universally jumped like Skip Bayless did that Monday night, dog.
Bro,
I've never seen that.
the internet was ready for this man, bro.
Rabid. And the crazy part about it is what he said was benign. Like,
it wasn't that bad,
anything
bro.
wrong.
It wasn't that bad. Like when I remember when I seen like you know the Shade Room and all these other IG pages were showing photos like, oh, Skip Bayless attacking. So I'm just like, oh, Skip, like, how could you fuck this up, Skip? And I was reading the comments before I read the tweet. So I'm reading the comments and people are going in on Skip. Going in. And you know what, Herb? I think a part of why he was getting so much heat was because maybe a week prior to that, he got into a little bit of a heated discussion with Shannon Sharp where he told him to put his glasses on. And people were already kind of digging in his ass for that. So when he came out with that tweet, it's like people just disregarded the final line and just read everything else before it and just went at him. Because the final line lets you realize that he wasn't really even talking about the game. It was more like a thought, like Skip should have just shut the fuck up. Like,
but
Skip,
you know he can't, bro. It's not gonna happen, dog. And that's ultimately where we are with sports entertainment, bro. Yep. It used to be sports journalism, dog. That no longer exists, right? It is sports entertainment, and the problem is that it's all about engagement. What did they say, bro? One of the things that the tabloid, the paparazzi says all the time, bro, it's a tried-true statement. There's no such thing as bad press, bro. Yep. All press is good press.
All press is good press.
Whatever you believe of Skip Bayless, and this is coming from somebody who actually don't think he deserves any of the negative responses that he got based off of the tweet. Skip Bayless said, "I'm not taking it down." If you go look at the tweet, that thing has ridiculous amounts of engagement, bro. You know how much promo that brought, which I don't think was intentional. He just couldn't keep that one in the chamber, dog. Like Skip Bayless is always going to be about Skip. He had to be Skip. So I don't think that he thought it was going to blow up. But you don't think he's benefiting it? You don't think he's smirking at it, dog? Of course he is, bro. And it wasn't the tweet that people were mad about. It was who pressed send on the tweet. Because if you remember, they even asked Troy Aikman and Joe Buck the same thing, bro. What are they gonna do about the game? Can they cancel the game? They said it on the same broadcast. Yeah. Nobody's going at Troy Aikman and Joe Buck.
Nope.
It was just another example of cancel culture trying to cancel, bro. And it didn't work because all Skip Bayless said was no, I don't agree, bro. And then what y'all gonna do? What do y'all have? What power do you have? What power do you have?
Nada.
His own co-host didn't even want to come to work the next day, bro. And they got into attack, bro. And now they over here laughing it up. And nobody even remembers, dog.
Same. People are gonna forget, dog.
Bro, we do this every time, bro. We did this shit with Brittany Griner. We did this shit with whatever. It doesn't matter. We did this shit with Deshaun Watson. We have clips of us saying the same thing over and over and over again. Nobody actually cares. People just want to be fake mad. And to me, it's bordering on a disease at this point. I don't understand
It's insanity, bro. It's insanity, bro.
I don't understand it anymore. Like, I kind of understood it a while back, but now it's beyond me, Rod. It's beyond my comprehension. It's beyond my thought process. Maybe I have to go to school for psychology to try to get a better grasp of it because it is not making any sense right now. This desire to be artificially mad about anything because other people are mad will always blow my mind, bro. Let's get to the comments, though, man. As usual, bro. Shout out to Tony. Always loyal viewer, man.
Faithful.
People love to be mad at people they won't meet. Facts. People love to be mad at people they won't meet, bro. And it's like, you ever see those videos of memes of dogs where they're like be on the opposite side of a gate, even though the gate is open, and they're barking at each other. And then the minute that they see each other, of course, bro, that's all it is, dog. So yeah, that was just my little tangent, dog. Any last words in regards to that situation?
No, man. If anything, I'm just grateful that Damar Hamlin ended up okay. I was keeping up with it throughout the week. I think we all were keeping up with it throughout the week.
Absolutely.
And you know, it was just great. You know, great for his family, for the Bills organization, for everybody, man. Just for everybody who had to see that. It's just good, bro. It's just like when he was discharged, I was like, damn, like the nigga died twice that night. Like the fact that he is able to come home and be with his family and you know, maybe even I don't know how his health is completely, to be honest with you, but I'm just happy he's good, bro. I'm happy I didn't have to watch a man die playing the sport that he loves, me watching a sport I love. You know,
facts. And I'll say this before we get off. So 2 things. I think nobody wanted him to die for 2 reasons. Obviously, because you don't want somebody to lose their life, especially knowing what they love. 2, if that man died, the entire football watching nation would have had to grapple with the fact that, are we okay with watching something like this? Yeah. Even though I don't blame that on football, it's happened once, and that was in the 70s. This was a freak accident. We've had more people pass out on the basketball court because of a heart attack than on the football field. So I'm not blaming football by it. However, because of the nature of the beast, people ultimately will blame football. So I think a lot of people, and I can say this freely, it is what it is. People are going to say, "Oh, you're being a cynic." No, I think a lot of people were also rooting for him not to be dead or not to have died, because nobody wants that on their conscience, bro.
Of course not. I damn sure didn't.
Because you're gonna feel like you're so rabid by this that you're driving people to do something that could ultimately kill them. It's already bad enough with CTE. It's already bad enough with concussions. Right. You personally are affected by it, right? And we always compartmentalize it, no matter what. I just seen, if you see the Club Shay Shay with Deion Sanders and Shannon Sharp, Deion Sanders is missing 2 toes, bro, on his foot. Deion Sanders, if you see his hand is like this. It's like this. All his fingers are crooked. This is a very hard sport to play.
Mm-hmm. It leaves lifetime wounds, bro.
It leaves lifetime wounds, and I don't think we think about that. And the other part that I want to talk about is the fact that if you are a player, especially a player like Damar Hamlin, who was a 6th-round pick, if you go to IR, you don't get paid for that. The NFL and the NFLPA had to do a joint agreement to pay him his entire $4.3 million salary. Obviously, because it's a public thing. Like, it would look crazy if they didn't. Of course. But it highlighted the problem that the Damar Hamlins that are largely unknown have to go through. They go on IR, they get a much reduced rate of their entire salary, bro. Which is crazy. Like, this has exposed the underbelly of the NFL in ways that they are really good at suppressing, because a lot of people don't even know that. Right. All right, man. So let's lighten the mood, though, man. Let's go quick fire before we get to the games, bro. So we got 2 topics. We got Derek Carr, man. Where do you think Derek Carr is going? Quick.
Derek Carr, you know what? Derek Carr is probably going to go to the Colts.
To go to the Colts.
I'm gonna say the Colts, bro.
The Colts can't be doing this again, bro.
I think they will, bro. I mean, they you know what? They are in position to draft the guy, but it just wouldn't shock me.
They can't do this again, bro. Like, at some point, you just can't keep striking out, dog. Like, you gotta let that dream go. Like, Derek Carr would by far be the best option. I'm not here to take that away from them, but come on, Colts, they can't do that, bro. Hold on, man. We got my man man said Denver, dog. Wouldn't that be hilarious if he actually went to the
You know what, Tony? I feel you. Like, Denver probably wishes they could get him, but they paid Russell. They invested too much in Russell, bro. They're more invested in a coach than trying to get another quarterback. Although you're right, they should try to get another quarterback.
Nah, that'd be crazy, bro. That'd be crazy. Like, they're paying him $49 million next year, right?
Oh, what a waste of $49 million fucking
$49 million, man. Holy shit. I think he's going to the Jets, bro. I think he's going to the Jets. Hold on, let me see here.
So, Josh is saying Derek Carr to Tampa. Brady. I don't want Brady, bro. Brady would lose all his powers in Miami. I know that for a fact. Let him stay in Tampa, bro. He'll be great in Tampa. I'm like, if he comes back to Tampa next year, he'll be fine. If he goes to Miami, he's gonna be trash. I just know it.
I had an article up, dog, that actually had the locations, bro. Because I do want to see where what people are thinking, dog.
Are you talking about for Derek Carr?
Yeah, I had an article, dog, and
I was just looking at one too, bro.
Because I want to actually put it on the stream, dog, and I think I closed that ish out, bro. What the heck?
They had. I remember the list I saw. They had the Cardinals. They had the Jets. They had the Bucks. They had who else they had? Let me look, because I was just looking at that myself.
Got it.
Okay,
cool. Hold on, guys. Let me try to get that thing up here.
But the question, like, where do you think he would, like, where could he be good though? Because all the locations he's going, I mean, you know what though, the Jets actually wouldn't be that bad a place for him to go, because the Jets roster is not that bad, dog. And I hate that team. I can't deny it. Top 5 defense.
My man Josh said it don't matter what you want, dog.
That's the bottom line, huh?
And Stephen Ross has had his mindset for years, man. That is true, bro. That's the Michigan boys, man. They tighter than gangs, bro. From LA, dog. They tighter than the Bloods and Crips, man.
Josh, you're just saying that because you know what I'm saying is true. You know Brady's just gonna suck, and that will make you happy. That won't make me happy, though.
That would make you happy. So yeah, okay. So this is NFL.com, bro. They have the 6 potential landing spots for Derek Carr, bro. So one, they do have the New York Jets. I ultimately think that's where he's gonna go. Ultimately, I mean, to me, that's ready made for you, bro. You have weapons on weapons, bro. Mm-hmm. You have Garrett Wilson, bro. You have Bryce Hall.
When their line is healthy, it's actually not bad either.
Facts. Get them out of my face. I'm not Indiana. No Colts. Get them out of here. No. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the New Orleans Saints, the Carolina Panthers, and the Washington Commandos, bro. I would think he would actually fit in with Carolina, bro. Like, for whatever reason, I feel like that'd be a good spot for him, dog. I think there won't be as much pressure on Derek Carr to succeed, because ultimately Derek Carr is just an average quarterback. He's a very good average quarterback, dog. So
right.
I think he would fit the best with Carolina, bro. Just go to the Carolina, dog. Nobody's gonna expect you to do anything, bro. You don't have to live up to anybody's legacy. Like, you don't have to follow Tom Brady at the Bucs, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to follow Drew Brees and the Saints, dog.
If you go to New York, man, New York's gonna call you the savior. They're gonna put tons of pressure.
Bro, they're gonna treat Derek Carr as if he's Peyton Manning as far as expectation, bro. Because
right,
they think because Jets fans think they deserve a Super Bowl, which is crazy to me, dog. That's crazy. They think they deserve it, huh? They're the fucking Jets, bro. Get out of here, dog. Get the fuck out of here. You're the Jets, man. Stop it. Stop it. All right, and last thing before we get into the games, bro, coaching carousel, man. We might get another Vance Joseph sighting. We might get another Steve Wicks sighting. Good God, bro. They're just regurgitating these dudes, man. This is rough, man. But we're not here for that. Nobody cares about Vance Joseph or Steve Wilkes or Mike LaFleur lost his job. Nobody cares about that, bro. We're here for one person and one person only, man. The great Sean Payton, dog. So Sean Payton, I just seen a report from Adam Schefter, and he said that the team that is going to meet with Sean Payton the first is going to be the Denver Broncos. Sean Payton played this well, man. He said, you know what? I'm going to get out of that dumpster fire that's called New Orleans. I'm going to take a year off, and I have options, dog. If that man goes to Denver, though, he ain't going to the Hall of Fame. He's good. that quarterback is not a coach killer. That quarterback is a legacy killer, dog.
He's the coach slayer, bro.
He's the coach slayer.
He's the coach slayer.
Pete Carroll has just gone up into my top 10 because he had to work around Russell Wilson this entire time, bro.
Incredible, dog.
Like,
incredible.
That's incredible what a year makes, bro. So my boy says that he thinks that Sean Payton is going to Arizona. Arizona, that is an option too. I do see that. They say he's going to go to Arizona.
That would be a good location for him. But I'm going to be honest, man. Like, Kyler Murray, to me, my stock on him gets lower and lower every year.
Yeah, my stock was low on him because it's like he had to be the number 1 pick, bro. Like, who's going to be number 1, bro? Dwayne Haskins, RIP. You know, no disrespect to Dwayne Haskins, but that's just a reality situation. Or Daniel Jones. Like, no, it was always going to be Kyler Murray. Like, he had the number 1 pick pedigree. But at the end of the day, bro, 5'10 is 5'10, bro. Like
Mhm.
5'10" is 5'10" on top of the character things. And again, I don't know him. I just see how his former teammates and his own organization reacts to him, bro. So who am
And
I
that
to
that
judge,
tells you
dog?
everything. That
Right?
really tells you everything you need to know.
So you have that on top of those things, bro. So it was always a hard clear to hunt. But if anybody could get the best out of him, it would be Sean Payton, in my opinion. So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, I mean, I think Sean Payton goes there. Listen, bro, we went out west to Vegas, Arizona and Vegas. They in Nevada, they're very similar. It looks gorgeous. The mountains is nice, great
Mhm.
weather. I can see him going there. But I do think there's something that might be intriguing about Denver with Sean Payton because I think, and all of these guys are egomaniacs, bro. Sean
Mhm.
Payton was looking at Russell Wilson like that's the guy that beat me in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the guy I went to battle with. That's the guy. I mean, not battle with, but battle against. Like there's no way that Sean Payton believes that Russell was that bad. He had
Yeah.
to game plan against him for a decade. He can't fathom it. In
Right.
his mind, Daniel Hackett is the worst thing that's ever touched the league in 5 years, bro. That's how Sean Payton might be looking at it, dog. Sean Payton could be completely wrong. He's most likely wrong. But I won't be surprised. All I'm saying is if he went to Denver, dog.
No, facts. I think Denver may ultimately be like they're gonna throw all the money in the world at him because they invested so much.
Oh, my boy Josh says there's a confirmation of Sean Payton loving on Kyler and showing him praise like 6 times this year, and Kyler needs a hard ass coach. What
Agreed.
Kyler needs and what Kyler wants are two different things, bro. Kyler is a $48 million man, bro. Ain't nobody gonna talk to him any kind of way, bro. He got his money, dog. Like that's just the reality of the situation, man. That's just the reality of the situation, dog. But we're gonna take a little quick break. Oh, did you have any last words, Rob? My bad, dog.
No. I think we covered everything pretty well. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna go ahead and get into the games, bro. So we're gonna break down all 6 games, man. Be back very, very, very shortly.
Mhm.
sourced from
All right, man. We are back, man. All right,
Back
so,
again.
Back again, man.
Oh, you having fun with those. You
I
having
love
fun
it,
with
man.
those.
They should have never gave these niggas money, man. To quote Rick James, man. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
They should have never gave you niggas money. All right, man. So, let's get into it, man. Let's go ahead and break down these wild card games, baby.
Super. That's what they call it. Super wild card weekend.
Super wild card weekend, man. So there are 6 games. Bills, Dolphins. We have Cowboys and Buccaneers. We have Seahawks and 49ers. We have Jaguars and Chargers. We have Vikings and Giants. And we have the Ravens and the Bengals, bro. So I am going to dub the Super Weekend or Super Wild Card Weekend, bro. I'm going to change the name. You know what I'm going to change the name to, Rodney?
What's up, bro?
I'm going to change it to y'all already played a bunch of times already weekend, bro. This
super
is
rematch weekend, dog.
Super rematch weekend, bro. We have the Dolphins and Bills who played twice already. We have the Ravens and Bengals who played twice already. We have the Jaguars and the Chargers. And the Jaguars beat the brakes off of the Chargers back in week 3, bro. So there's
Seahawks, Niners 3.
Seahawks, Niners 3, bro. What is this? An ad for Rocky Balboa? What's going on here, man? Like, what is this, man? Like, has this ever happened? I wanted to look it up. I didn't have time to look it up. Has this ever happened where we had?
Honestly, Herb, I can't fathom that. Like every single game is a rematch. and half of them are and half the games are like part threes. But the worst part is each part three has a third string backup playing. That's incredible. That's incredible, Herbie. Like the most anticlimactic fucking rubber matches of all time. Like, well, the Seahawks, it's not a rubber match. They're just gonna it's gonna be a complete sweep, dog.
Hold
It's
on,
gonna be a
man.
hat trick.
We got some fans. Let's get to the questions though. My boy Tony asking my man Josh, "Are you a Green Bay fan?" That is facts, Tony. The biggest, the only Green Bay fan I know in my personal life, dog. And if he is representative of all Green Bay fans, then yes, they are obnoxious. I'm just gonna say that. And no, you did not miss a thing, bro. We literally just came back, bro. We just came back, dog. Let's see. And does Staley lose his job if Jacksonville wins? So we'll get to that. So first things first, though, guys, we do have to go ahead and knock out the Bills and Dolphins, bro. So we'll touch on those first, and then and trust me, Josh, I have a lot to say about that game in particular, bro. So we're gonna talk about the Dolphins. We're gonna breeze through the Cowboys and Bucks, bro. I have no interest in talking about the Buccaneers, Cowboys. Spoiler alert, bro. And then we'll get to the Jaguars and the Chargers. But starting with the Bills and Dolphins, man. So let's go ahead and get it, man. Boom, 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 man. Let's go ahead, man. Dolphins, Bills preview, baby. Dolphins, Bills preview, baby.
Dolphins, Bills preview, man. Mm-hmm. David versus Goliath. But this time,
Goliath, my brother.
David has no slingshot, though. No slingshot this time.
All right, so, man, let's get right into it, though. So, Rod, this is the third encounter. Both games have been decided by a grand total of 5 points, bro. The first game was 19-21. The second game was 29-32. These teams are evenly matched. However, there is a asterisk in this game, in the Rocky 3 version of this game. And that asterisk is a huge asterisk. Your quarterback, his head hurts, and his head doesn't work right now. So he's not playing.
That's an eloquent way to put it, Herbie. That's an eloquent way to put it, man.
Your quarterback, the guy that is your entire franchise is hinged on, long term. Like we're not even worried about this game. Like, long story short, this is a 13-point spread for a reason, bro. You guys are a 900 minus, I think like plus 900 to win or some shit like that, bro. Like, matter of fact, I have it right here, bro.
Dude,
you guys are plus 600, bro. The Bills are a minus 900. That's the money line. That means that you have to bet $900 to make $100 back if you bet on the Bills. That is an overwhelming favorite. Mm-hmm. Vegas says you guys are not only going to lose, you are going to lose in embarrassing fashion. That is what that means on a betting degenerate language, right? So you are most likely starting Skylar Thompson. I hear that Mike McDaniel is saying that Teddy Bridgewater is really trying to make it. And what that means is
fuck Teddy Bridgewater, man. Bro, let me say about Teddy, Herbie, dog. I gotta say this about Teddy, dog. Teddy is the most uninspiring quarterback I've ever watched in my life, dog. Like, I've never seen a nigga who's so ready to just collect a check on the field. Talking about he hurt his hand. Talking about he can't, man. Get the fuck out of here, Teddy, man. When you watch Teddy play football, man, Teddy's just going through the motions, man. He's just thinking about the check at the end of the day, dog. He ain't got no heart, man.
Don't do my dog Teddy like that, bro. Don't do my dog Teddy like that, man. Come on, man. Don't do Teddy like that, dog. Teddy's better than that, bro. Come on, man. Like, listen, Teddy came home. He came back to Miami. He was like, bro, I made it, bro. What do I gotta do? I made it. I'm back home. What do I don't got to prove nothing to nobody, dog.
Well, we got to realize he came to Miami to hold a clipboard. And that was his plan, but he should have realized that you're playing behind Tua. We're going to actually need you to actually want to play, dude.
This is very true. This is very true. Okay, so okay, let's get into it, though.
Yeah.
Because there's a possibility that he will be in the game, right? He is working, trying to get back. What I was going to say is that that's code for Mike McDaniels has seen enough of Skylar Thompson, and he's like, I can't put this guy out there, bro. Win, lose, or draw, I can't have Skylar Thompson out on the field. So they are pressuring Teddy, bro. They're telling Teddy like, "Hey, take your time." No, nigga, you need to be out here. Take your time. You know what you got to do. If motherfucker get on the fucking field. But if your back hurts, no, that's what they're telling Teddy. Because nobody on the Dolphins organization ever wants to see Skylar Thompson again. That's what's going on.
Herbie, you know what? It's funny because I forgot to mention this pre-show. I wanted to issue an apology for everyone who had to watch the Dolphins and Jets game last week, bro.
That was rough.
That game set offensive football back 50 years,
dog. I felt like I was watching what they had like leather helmets, dog. That's what that game felt like, bro. That was rough, man.
Dude,
that was a rough game to watch, man.
Herbie, the thing about Skylar Thompson, here's the thing that people have to realize, right? Because a lot of people say a lot of things during the year, and people have to understand that like there's levels to everything, right? And people were saying all season like, oh, all Tua is doing is throwing the wide open receivers. Well, if you pay attention to the Dolphins, Herbie, anytime Tua's not playing and you throw Teddy Bridgewater and you throw Skylar Thompson in the game, the offense looks totally different. And it's not that Mike McDaniel switching up all the plays. The fact of the matter is, in order to run the offense that we run successfully, you need a quarterback that can, throw with anticipation, that can actually read the defense quickly, that can get the ball out quickly. Because the offensive line, despite being improved, they have improved, but they're still below average. So all the qualities that Tua brings to the offense, you see it on the field. When you throw Teddy in there, and I don't want to make it seem like Teddy's a bad quarterback. Teddy's not a bad quarterback. He's just that level of average. He's been an average quarterback his whole career, and now he's at the back end of his career where he's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you could just see the drop off. Like you wouldn't even realize the offense has checkdowns when Tua plays. But when Skylar Thompson, Teddy is one thing. If Teddy plays, there's like a 1% chance, right? Like there's like a 5% chance. Like Teddy's a good enough quarterback to where if he has like the best possible game he could have, the Dolphins could pull an upset because we have the weapons for it. Like that's not impossible. It's unlikely, highly. But Skylar, Herbie, I'm watching Skylar Thompson last week, and you got some fans talking about someone nobody was getting open. Nah, nigga, Skylar is throwing those checkdowns, Herbie. I haven't seen someone this masterful at throwing checkdowns since Alex Smith, dog. Like,
I mean, but in fairness to Skylar, bro,
he's a 7th round rookie, bro.
He's a 7th round rookie, dog. Like 7th round rookies don't supposed to see the field, bro. They are 7th round rookie quarterbacks for a reason, dog. Like we are devoid of 32 quarterbacks as it is. You think the 7th round rookie quarterback is going to be a saver? There's only one Tom Brady, bro. But so to get into the meat and potatoes of the game, though, bro, there is an opportunity for you guys to pull up an upset, and it would be a massive upset, bro. It is the fact that Buffalo right now, they are not good against the run anymore, bro. Last game, you guys had 188 yards. You were averaging 7 yards, actually almost 8 yards a carry, right? The last 3 games that the Buffalo Bills have played, they're giving up over 125 yards a game. So there's an opportunity to take advantage of, right?
Well, let me just say this though, Herb. A big part of what made our run game so successful was Raheem Mostert, and he might not play. He had 136 yards.
Man, y'all got a hideous injury list too, bro. Like listen, hold on, wait, bro. John said stop it. So I gotta do a show, bro. Like I gotta make it seem some kind of interesting, bro. Like cut me some slack, bro. Like I know they don't have a chance of winning. I fucking know that, man. But let me pull up this injury chart, bro.
Bro, Teron Armstead might not play. Like,
it's
dude,
bad, man. It's like, ugly. It's ugly, like, bro.
Injuries completely fucked our season, bro.
Bro, so there's a possibility that Bradley Chubb might not play. Teron Armstead might not play. They haven't practiced this week. No practice. They didn't practice. Today.
Well, Teron Armstead never practices her, so with that,
you're right.
Can't go by that. But Raheem Mostert, he's probably not gonna play.
Yeah. Again, bro, I'm trying, bro. Like I'm trying my best.
Listen, Herbie, I can tell you the only avenue the Dolphins have, which is the least likely, that seems the least possible. The Buffalo Bills, they have 2 weaknesses, Herbie. Their offensive line isn't good, and their secondary is banged up. Problem is, their secondary banged up means nothing because we don't have a quarterback that's going to hurt them. Our offense is predicated on big plays and we don't have a quarterback that's going to be aggressive enough to take those chances. So the best chance we have is what you're saying, is running the football. But we're going to have to rely on Jeff Wilson, the other guys, and most importantly, our defensive line is going to have the game of their lives. Christian Wilkins, Jalen Phillips. I haven't talked about the defense as much as I should have, because they've had pretty much a down year. Like, they haven't been a well-graded defense, but they played great against the Jets last week, which is not like a great feat, right? But listen, Herbie, if you hold a team, if you hold a team to 6 points, it's a good game for you. It's a good game for your defense, man. No matter what you say, you hold a team to 6 points, it's a good game for your defense. Problem is, our defense is not going to do that to Josh Allen. Like, we're not going to hold the Bills to 6 points.
You're right. Your defense, this is what your defense has been to Josh Allen in his career, bro. Your defense against Josh Allen is 8 losses, allowing 65% pre-completion percentage, 2,700 yards, 560 yards rushing, 31 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions in 106 quarterback rating. And that is during the peak of the Dolphins included, bro. Right? Like, so you guys have a very, very, very tough hill to climb. Vegas doesn't believe in you. It's one of those rare spreads where it might be too low. Like, this they should have given you a college.
You know what's funny? Vegas wants everybody to bet against the Bills. That's why they're trying to make the spread so high.
And listen, you know me. Enough. My rule is I always bet. I'm gonna take that bet, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, I have to bet on professionals, dog. You might lose by 12 points, but shit, you covered. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that matters.
Herbie, I saw what Josh Allen and the Bills did to the Patriots last year. They put up 47. Listen, this is what I gotta say about this game, Herbie. This is what I gotta say. I'll be proud of those niggas if they cover, bro. That's my ceiling.
That's your ceiling.
That's my ceiling. Herbie, for us to win a game against the Bills, our defense would have to bring back. They would have to summon the spirits using shamans and fucking beads to bring back Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor. Like, they would have to summon the spirits of these niggas to be able to hold the Bills down enough for us to outscore them with Skylar Thompson. Like, Skylar Thompson didn't score a touchdown against the Jets last week, and they have a top 5 defense. Oh, you want to know who else has a top 5 defense? The Bills. And against the Bills, at the end of the day, what's gonna hurt the Bills is someone who could throw the ball and make plays. And that's just not Teddy's game, and that's not Skylar's game. And I'm not blaming them for it. Like, the backups are the backups. We're just in a bad situation. That's why Tua has to take whatever heat people want to give Tua. I'm tired of all the people coming out defending Tua. No, only stupid people are attacking his ability. Like, him being hurt has completely fucked our season. Like, it's just a fact. It's unfortunate.
It is, man. So we both agree, bro. The Dolphins are going to lose this game.
Dude, I'm not one of those fans who's just going to be like, I can't, bro. I've been dealing with this too long, dog. We're going to get waxed, bro. Like, listen, if I'm betting, I'm not going to bet on the game because I don't bet against my team. But, dude, the Bills are covering 100%.
All right, man. So let's move on to the next game, bro. Cowboys and Bucks, man. Oh God. Oh my God.
Bro. Ooh, man.
We are 0-3 against Tom Brady since he's been in the NFC. For whatever reason, bro, if the Buccaneers put up 10, bro, we put up 9, bro. If the Buccaneers put up 35, we put up 34, dog, right? The Cowboys play to the competition, bro. For whatever reason, we are a 2.5-point favorite. I don't know why. On the road. That means at home, we probably would have been like a 5-point favorite. What have the Dallas Cowboys shown to anybody that they should be a favorite? We were a 6-point favorite against the Washington Commandos, bro, and we got our ass stopped out, bro. We lost 27-6. Like,
they believe in the talent, man. They believe in the talent.
Me personally, bro, I legitimately have no idea where to take this. Like, I'm so dejected, guys. Like, Rod, I'm gonna have to pass the baton to you, bro. Like, I legitimately have nothing to offer to this game, bro. All I can tell you about this game is that we're gonna be on the road. We're going to be in Tampa on Monday night at 8:15 p.m. There's no real reason why we should lose the game. And I'm gonna take, you know what? I'm gonna be unbiased, bro. Let me get my analyst hat on, right? What are the advantages that the Cowboys have going into this game? The Cowboys have the defensive players. The Cowboys have the defensive backs. The Cowboys have a better linebacking unit when it comes to coverage. The Cowboys have a better O-line. If you want to call it, if health is a factor, they have the better O-line, right? The Cowboys just don't have the better quarterback. That's it. They got the better running back. They arguably have the better offensive line. They arguably have the better secondary. They have the better pass rusher. They have an all-pro caliber pass rusher. Like, why is this even an opportunity for the Bucks, bro? The Bucks have a man that's 46 years old, bro. That's all they have, dog. And old Mike Evans, bro. Like, that's it. But somehow, some way, we're gonna find a way to shit this bad, dog. So, Rod, the floor is yours.
I mean, Herb, what it comes down to is, and I think you basically said it all in a nutshell, right? Like, the biggest issue with the Cowboys, Herbie, is that throughout the years, no matter how talented the Cowboys are, they always seem to play to the level of their competition. And now sometimes that goes your way, sometimes it doesn't, Herbie. But if there is any quarterback, any team that you play against that you don't want to play close, that you don't want to play to their level, especially a team like the Bucks, who have shown this year they could be had. Like this isn't like the Bucks team that won the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, if you keep a game close, Herbie, we've seen it this season, bro. If you are within a touchdown of Tom Brady, you're asking for doom. You're asking for agony. You're asking to rip your fucking eyeballs out of your sockets, bro. And I just have a feeling, and I don't want to put this on you, I'm just being honest. I just have a feeling that I think the Cowboys will be winning the game going into the fourth quarter, but they won't be winning by enough, Herbie. And I've seen Tom Brady do this to the most agonizing thing in the Cowboys, who are the poster children for agonizing playoff losses. The most agonizing playoff loss you could have is a Brady comeback, Herbie. And I see that in your future.
Okay, so for me personally, this is the way I think the game is going to play out, right? I do think that the game is going to be closer than it needs to be because the sense of urgency that the Dallas Cowboys do lack and they do not play with, right? Like, sense of urgency. That's an oxymoron. You should have it. Like, that's the whole point, to take these things serious. They don't. And when they finally wake up and say, oh, crap, we actually have to beat the Cowboys, it's already going to be too late. However, the Bucks have shown that their sense of urgency, the Bucks have all the sense of urgency in the world. They just can't get it together, dog, until like the last 2 minutes, bro, which is crazy.
It's unbelievable.
So I really have no way. I have no way to predict where this game is going to go. I don't really know. I don't know. I'm trying to be unbiased, obviously. Like, I almost don't want us to win, bro. Like, I'm just like I rooted for the Eagles the other day, bro. I'm kind of rooting for the Bucks, man. Like, we got to blow this shit up. Like, we have
you want the misery to end, dog.
I just want it to end, bro. Like, I don't care about next week. I don't even want to go to the NFC Championship, bro. I'd rather lose now, bro. Let me get embarrassed now, bro. Like, why would I want
pain out the way?
Yeah,
man.
why would I want to entertain this anymore, dog? For what, bro? For what, dog? For what, bro? Do you think it's fair that we are a 2.5 point favorite, though?
I do think it's fair because Herbie, you guys are objectively the better team. I mean, you being a 2.5 point, like, that didn't surprise me at all. You know, you're objectively the better team. The problem is that spreads don't always take into account the intangibles. And when it comes down to it, man, like, the Cowboys, like, if the Cowboys play their best game, then you have a shot. You'll win because you'll win by double digits. But at the end of the day, when do the Cowboys ever play their best game? Like, you saw them play. You saw what you guys did to the Vikings, who are one of the best offensive teams in football. Like. Mm-hmm. You have the capability of doing that, but the problem is you don't always come out with that fire. And this game, listen, Mike McCarthy, I don't know how you feel about Mike McCarthy, but I think he has to find a way to light a fire under these niggas, bro, because they're going to be looking at you. You know, Dallas has always had this talent, and they could just never put it all together. And, you know, this against Tom Brady, Herbie, if you're not beating that nigga by double digits, man, you're just asking for pain.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So me, okay, so my unbiased pick for that game, my unbiased prediction for that game, I do think that the Dallas Cowboys are going to lose. Let's go, Tampa Bay. Let's go, man. I want a whole bunch of rockets fired, bro. I want to hear my boy Gavin say, fire that cannon. I want to hear that all night, baby.
Gunfire.
Gunfire. Fuck the Cowboys, bro. Fuck them boys, man. That's how I'm feeling right now, man. And so, yeah, man, that's my unbiased pick, bro. I see that game going to probably be 24-20. That's my prediction for that game. Your prediction, Rod?
My prediction for that game is going to be, I think it's going to be a close game. I'll probably go 23-20. Tom Brady, last minute drive, man. Heartbreaker.
All right, man. Next up, man, we got Seahawks and 49ers. This one actually is going to be a lot closer than I think people are going to give it credit for.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
The first game, it was 27-7, I believe. And that's with Jimmy Garoppolo. The second game was 23-13, I want to say. If I'm not mistaken.
It was something like that, but Geno Smith scored like a garbage time touchdown, so it's closer than
that. Is true. That is true, because the game wasn't really as close as the ending would indicate. So that's where I am, right? Because ultimately, and hold on, I'm just trying to just want to be sure. So it was 21-13, and yes, it was a garbage time to score in the last time they played, right? So it's another situation where we have a team playing a team for the third time in the same year. Again, I don't really see too many ways where the Seahawks could win this game, right? All Brock Purdy had to do when he came in a couple weeks ago was not shit himself. And he's proven to be a capable quarterback. He's proven to be the 7th round pick that is not Skylar Thompson. Now, granted, Skylar Thompson probably would look like Brock Purdy if he was given the same situation that he was. Actually, I'll take that back, bro. Like, Skylar Thompson has fucking Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, bro. Like, bro, Skylar Thompson sucks, man. God damn, my bad, bro. No, I'm not even gonna disrespect the king, the short king, Brock Purdy like that, bro. So, in that game in particular, Rod, what do you feel that the Seahawks might have an opportunity for success?
Well, the problem with that, Herbie, is the fact that when you look at what the Seahawks have done well, what the Seahawks do well, the 49ers are like their opposite is also the best. Like, the Seahawks run the football well, but the Niners are the best team in football at stopping the run. So when you look at the way the game is likely to play out, it's looking like it's going to be a game where the Seahawks are going to have to depend on Geno Smith to carry them in the passing game. And if you've been keeping track with Geno this season, he got off to a hot start, had the best season of his career, but he's been throwing picks the last few weeks. And you're asking Geno Smith to go into San Fran and win you a game against that defense. And when you look at the other side of the ball, Seattle's defense has kind of fallen off as the year has gone on. And the 49ers, Herbie, I mean, you want to talk about riches. You want to talk about treasure land. You have Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, a stout O-line, a great defense, a great coach. Like, I mean, Brock Purdy, like, just the success that Brock Purdy has had coming into it just shows you what a quarterback-friendly situation it is. Just shows you the talent that they have. The 49ers have been undefeated for months with the Mr. Irrelevant. And that, I think, speaks volumes of exactly where they are. But the one chance the Seahawks do have, though, Herbie, is that they are playing with Mr. Irrelevant. The Seahawks have to find a way to take Christian McCaffrey out of the game. You have to find a way to force the 49ers to be on 3rd and long situations, because the thing that teams have trouble doing, Herbie, the 49ers have so many ways to attack you since they run a traditional West Coast offense that they are always able to get the down and distances that they need. They are always able to dictate the game. And when you can run the ball for 5 yards, throw a 5-yard pass, throw a screen pass that goes for 15 yards, like when you can nickel and dime your way down the field all game long, and you have a guy like Purdy who's been pretty disciplined in how he's played, Herbie, I don't know, man, because teams have tried to blitz Purdy, teams have tried to play coverage, and there's always an answer because they have so many options that you don't know where to stop the bleeding. So, Herbie, for the Seahawks to win this game, their defense is gonna. If I'm them, you gotta, like, wherever Christian McCaffrey is, like, he's your primary focus, dog. You have to stop them from running the ball. If you at least make it a game where Purdy has to throw it, that's not to say that they can't win in a game like that. They got into a shootout with the fucking Raiders a few weeks ago. But you have to force Purdy to have to win in the game. And I'm not sure if the Seahawks have enough horses on defense when you consider everything that the Niners have. I just don't know if they have the horses on defense to do that.
Okay, so I agree with you, right? And while you were on your excellent soliloquy, bro, you said something that made me, like, it piqued my interest, right? And I just went and looked up some stats, bro, and backed up everything that you're saying in regards to Geno Smith, because ultimately, at the end of the day, this game, whether it's close or not, because I ultimately think the 49ers are going to win, and I think they're going to win comfortably. But ultimately, how comfortable of the game that goes is dependent on Geno Smith. And again, Geno has built so much goodwill that people don't realize in the last 3 games he's not been that great, bro. So
He has not.
in all stats regarding passing in the past 3 games, everything has went down, right? So points per game for the Seahawks, bro. On the season average, they're averaging 24 points a game, bro. The last 3 games, they only averaged 17. Completion percentage, bro. The number 1 team in the league in completion percentage, in large part because of Geno, is 69%. Last 3 games, 62%. That went down significantly. Yards per attempt. The last 3 games, the season average is 7.5. The last 3 games is 6. Passing first down, bro. The season average is 12.1. Last 3 games, 9. You know what I'm saying? So everything has gone down. People figured out Geno because it wasn't that hard to figure out Geno, bro. You know what he did when he was with the Jets. He ain't that far from that dude, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is always gonna. I think people get so caught up with what people are doing when people exceed your expectations, even if you're not really doing anything spectacular. Geno wasn't elite at any point in this year.
No.
Like, he was elite at throwing passes that had a high volume of difficulty, but it caught up with him. It was for like 2 or 3 weeks where he had a higher completion percentage above expectation. And that was for like 3 weeks. And everybody went crazy. It was like, oh, Geno Smith. No. That last game that they played against the 49ers, bro, his yards per attempt was 5. He had 44 attempts at like 100 and something yards, bro. Like, they shut it down.
They shut that shit down.
They shut it down, bro. So I don't see them winning. And on top of that, the 49ers, they shut down Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker only had 39 yards rushing that last game, too. So I see the 49ers winning this game pretty easy, bro, honestly, in my opinion, dog. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get that. Because I want to go ahead and get the spread.
The last spread I saw, I think it was, I want to say it was 8.5, maybe. I could be wrong.
9.5 now.
9.5.
9.5. So it's a 9.5 spread. Hold on. Fix the odds. So it's a 9.5 spread, bro. Total over under is 42 points. I see the 49ers covering, in my opinion, man. So my prediction for that game, bro, I see 31. I see 31 to 17, bro. I think it's gonna get easy. Anything that the Niners for the Seahawks do, bro, it'll probably be garbage time again. So that's my prediction. 31-17. Rod?
Yeah, I'm with you, Herb. I was kind of worried about the Seahawks backdoor covering. Just because, like you said, they may score a garbage time touchdown like they did the last game. But I think the 49ers, especially since they'll be home, playoff game, all the pressure, I think the 49ers are just gonna – I think they're going to put this game away early. And it'll be along the lines of like 35-13. Like I think they're just gonna hammer them. I don't think – I know a lot of people say, oh, when you play a team 3 times, like – but there are just certain things that – like certain math equations you can't change, bro. And I just don't see the equation where the Seahawks win this game, other than Purdy just having the most awful performance of his life, which just based on how he's played, I just don't see that.
Facts, man. All right, man. Next team, bro. Next up, man, we got Chargers and Jaguars preview, bro. So let me go ahead and set the timer for this, even though you
know what's funny about this game, Herbie? Had Tua been healthy, obviously the Bills game would be my most like anticipated game, but I'm actually looking forward to this game more than any of the other games.
Me too. This is my game of the weekend. Like, there's a possibility for this game turning into a dud and it being boring, but there's a lot of intrigue because we're going to learn about both quarterbacks, bro. So, which is why I'm the most intrigued about this game in particular, right? So, Jags and Jaguars and Chargers, bro. Say that freaking twice, bro. Tongue twister. They're both the weirdest teams I've watched this year, dog. Like, they are so similar. Their quarterbacks are both 6'6", athletic white dudes with long hair that could throw through a freaking wall, right?
Yeah.
They both have coaches that made ridiculous decisions. They're both on teams that are not that good, but better than you think. Like, it's just Jekyll and the Hyde, bro. The Jags are the East Coast Chargers, and the Chargers are the West Coast Jags, bro. They're the same team. They are the same
That's a
team.
hilarious that's a hilarious analogy, but it fits though.
No, for real. Because listen, you think I'm lying, bro? I was looking up the stats for this game, right? And they are the same team, bro. This is not a joke, bro. So the Jags are the Jags are scoring 23.8 points a game. The Chargers are scoring 23 points a game, bro. The Jags are averaging 357 yards a game. The Chargers are averaging 359, bro.
Oh man.
The Jags points per play is 377. The Chargers are 339. Yards per play, 5.7 for the Jags, 5.3 for the Chargers. Third down conversion, bro. 41%, 42% for the Jaguars, 43% for the Chargers. Bro, they're the same team. It's the same fucking team. It's the same fucking team, Rodney. It's the same fucking team, bro.
Wow, I didn't realize they were mirrors each other.
Bro, they are mirrors of each other, down to the inconsistent play from the quarterbacks, the better than you think, but also bad at the same time O-line. Again, we both made the inexcusable decisions by the coaching staff. Like, they are the same team, dog. They are the same team, and that's what's going to make this game so interesting, bro. So, last time that they played, bro, you remember the score of that game?
38-10. Bro, I can't forget. I couldn't believe it. I put money on the fucking Chargers, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We both put money on the Chargers, dog.
Put money on those, and they got destroyed. They got absolutely butt fucked, bro. And that was the beginning of Trevor Mania this season.
Oh my God,
I can't forget
bro.
that, Herbie. That's why I think the Chargers are gonna have a chip on their shoulder for this one. They got to remember that ass whooping.
They better have a chip on their shoulder for this one, dog. They better have a chip on their shoulder for this one, bro. Like, they have to. They have to have a chip on their shoulder, bro. So let me go ahead and cook it for a little bit. So in regards to this team, in regards to the Jaguars, people, you know me. I have a long-standing relationship with Trevor Lawrence. There may or may not be a video of me saying that he's the most overrated quarterback we've ever seen, and he's trash. I may have to delete that. Otherwise, we're going to get flagged and our channel might be destroyed. Who knows, right? So I might have to get rid of that video altogether. However, I have been very, very consistent when I say this. Trevor Lawrence, I've always appreciated his talent. I've always appreciated what he could be. My only issue with Trevor Lawrence was never with him. It's with the people who said it was never his fault when anything went wrong. Notice how the same receivers, the same team, the same situation that he's in, now they're 9-8. The difference was he's actually playing as good as you accused him of playing. Nobody's complaining about Zay Jones and Christian Kirk anymore. That was the complaint. Oh, who was he supposed to throw to? Look, it's the same people. He's just actually playing like the quarterback y'all pretended that he's been this entire time, bro. So, Trevor Lawrence, I want to apologize to you. It was never personal. Do I think you're slightly overrated still? Obviously. Do I think that you might possibly shit the bed against the Chargers? Most likely. Do I think nobody is conveniently forgetting that you look terrible against freaking Josh Dobbs, bro? Whatever. You're the golden child, bro. Nothing sticks to you anymore. But I want to go ahead and extend the olive branch. This is me saying sorry, Trevor. You are a almost top 10 quarterback, man. That was a big moment for me, Rod. That was a big moment for me, man. That was a big moment for me, man.
Proud of you, Herbie.
It took a lot. It took a lot to get that out of me, dog. It took a lot to get that out of me. But all jokes aside, though, this is the game. And what is not getting enough credit in regards to the Jaguars and ultimately why they won and why they end up making the playoffs in a game that they could have lost against the Titans, by the way, is, do you know how much points their defense has given up the last 3 games, Rob?
Nah, I don't.
7.3.
Oof,
what quarterback can't win with that?
Right. And they got some talent, man. Trevon Walker's on that team.
Trevon Walker, Josh Allen.
Like, they got boys.
That one dude who leads the league in tackles had 184 tackles this year, bro. Like,
facts.
The defense is really good. The defense is coming together at the right time, bro. So there's a possibility the Jaguars might really make some noise in the playoffs, or there's a possibility that it's all fool's gold because they're beating on the AFC South for the past couple of games, bro. So Either or. Either possibility is real. What do you think that the Chargers could bring to this game?
Well, the problem with the Chargers, Herbie, is Mike Williams. Mike Williams is questionable for this game, and I think one thing I've learned this season, whenever I go back and the times that I've been able to watch the Chargers on tape, is that here's the funny thing about Justin Herbert, Herbie. If you were to look at Justin Herbert's stats, like his average depth of target, the fact that he leads the league in turnover worthy plays in terms of like having the least. Like if you look at like his statistic, you would think he is the most conservative check down Charlie quarterback. And then you watch him play and you realize that's not really who he is. He's just a really good decision maker that doesn't really have the opportunity to take as many chances as you would like to see him take because he can with the arm he has. And a lot of that, to me, a lot of how the Chargers are going to look, I'm actually really putting the stock on Mike Williams. And if Mike Williams doesn't play, I think the Chargers are going to have a hard time because at least when they have Mike Williams on the field, Justin Herbert kind of feels empowered to be more aggressive and attack downfield. Whereas without Mike Williams, he's forced to just nickel and dime you up the field because there's no one else who can really stretch a defense. And I think you kind of need that element if you want to be able to kind of really put it on the Jags, especially since you're on the road. And look, West Coast teams going East Coast, they never really have it going because they're facing jet lag. Their clock is off, so you have to deal with that factor. And then if you're not even playing with one of your best wide receivers, your best deep threat, the one guy that can stretch the field, and you could throw him the ball, and he's going to make a play. I think the Chargers are going to have some problems, but if there's one thing that I do believe in, though, when you look at the quarterback matchup, I trust Herbert more than I trust Trevor Lawrence. I don't think I'm like this is groundbreaking news saying that. And I say that because, the Jags have a lot with Trevor. It's not just Trevor. I mean, Travis Etienne has been a beast. He's been one of the best running backs in football. And we've already touched on the defense. So when you look at the matchup, you have Trevor Lawrence with the better team. Justin Herbert's team has gotten healthier. They've gotten some people back on defense. They've gotten some guys back on offense. But week 18 game, Mike Williams hurts his back, and now you're wondering if you have one of your best options. And I if Mike Williams plays, I think the Chargers are going to win this game. If Mike Williams doesn't play, they still have as good a chance as they might have had before. It's just the way they have to play is going to be a little different because they won't be able to get those chunk plays as much as they like to. And I think it's going to be a tough game for them boys, dog.
I think it's going to be a tough game too, and we got about a minute left. So I do think it's going to be a tough game. If it wasn't for that game last week, and I'm talking about the Jags, you maybe could chalk it up to it was the division game, whatever. No, that was a terrible game. Like
Trevor was bad.
He was bad.
He was bad.
And that's the thing about Trevor. I know what he can do. You seen what I posted on the episode that we did a couple weeks ago when I said that might be the best throw I've ever seen, a quarterback throw. That was a ridiculous hit. I know he could do that. That's not the thing. Right. It's his consistency. And if it wasn't for that game, if he had the game that he had previously that week before heading into this, I'd feel way more comfortable about picking the Jags. But I feel like we might get something close to that. Not as bad as that, but something close to that. And the Chargers don't need, like, I can't believe in the Chargers, bro. I know Chargers. Chargers. They are hard to believe in, bro. They are hard. I know Chargers fans right now are not even sleeping, dog, because they're looking for the multiple ways that the Chargers are going to blow this game, bro. But I do think that the Chargers are ultimately going to get the victory. If they are not up for this game after that shellacking that they have, bro, then that's going to let me know everything I know about Brandon Staley, who should probably be fired, especially because he put his own players at risk, and Justin Herbert, because at the end of the day, we can't just keep giving you excuses. Your record so far is kind of indicative of who you are as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Always making the right play doesn't mean it's the best play.
Right.
The thing that separates Patrick Mahomes from everybody else is he has the audacity.
Yep.
And that's what makes him the most special quarterback we've ever seen. The audacity. It's not the talent. He doesn't have the strongest arm. He's not the fastest dude. He just is like, I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to do something crazy, bro. And he gets away with it because
necessary, bro.
By any means necessary, because he has the audacity. Justin Herbert needs to develop the audacity. Once he does that, and he will be the best quarterback in the league, man. So Los Angeles is a 2.5-point favorite, bro. Do you think they cover, or do you think the Jags are going to cover? And if not, what do you think the final prediction is going to be, Rob?
Here's the place I'm in, Herbie. It feels fucked up for me to want to pick the Jags because the Jags have just been such a paltry team for so long. But then the Chargers are a team, Herbie. I've lost so much money.
You gotta wrap it up. Come on, speed it up. Come on, let's go. You on the clock, Rod? You on the clock?
All right, man.
You on the clock?
The Jags cover.
Jags cover.
Jags cover.
That's not what I'm going for. All right, I'm gonna put it like this, bro. If the Chargers blow my money again, bro, I'm driving to Los Angeles, bro. I'm punching Stan Cracky in his mouth. I'm punching him in his face. All right, man. Next team, bro. We can breeze through these, dog. Ryan, you on your own with this one, dog. You on your own with this team, bro. Like, I have absolutely nothing to offer to this conversation, bro. Giants, Vikings, bro. Chris, no disrespect to your team. I know you're a diehard Giants fan, bro. I'm not. This is nothing personal. It has nothing. It's not no NFC East beef on beef. It has nothing to do with that, bro. Like, I just think this is the most uninteresting game in the playoffs that I can remember in the past couple of years, dog. I'm gonna watch because I'm a junkie, bro. But God, bro, I have no interest in this game, Rod. So, Rod, take it away, my man.
Well, this is what I'll say about the game. I think the most interesting facet of this game, Herbie, is the fact that we talked about how the Jags and the Chargers are mirrors of each other, and I think the Giants and the Vikings are in the same boat. If you look at the differentials, the point differentials of these two teams, the point differential will tell you that these teams are not that good, but they both somehow managed to exceed expectations, and somehow, like Herbie, like Kirk Cousins making the playoff for the Vikings is not crazy because he was in a bad division, and the Vikings have Justin Jefferson. They have all this talent. Herbie, the Giants, listen, I don't care what people say about Nick Sirianni. You got to get Brian Daboll Coach of the Year, man, because you got to, bro, because he got Daniel Jones. Granted, he has Saquon Barkley.
No wide receivers.
No wide receivers. A bad offense. They have one good offensive lineman. Somehow the Giants have been able to make it work. And you got to give Brian Daboll credit for this too. And you got to give Daniel Jones credit. And
another point. In a division where all four teams finish above 500, so he was in a good division.
He was in the best division in football. So when you look at the fact that the Giants were actually able to make their way into the playoffs with what they have, which is not much, the fact that they've been able to turn their defense, which is a really aggressive, their defense is kind of similar to Miami, and like they blitz like half the time, and that's just their style, and it works for them, and it keeps them in games. And that's the way both of these teams play. Like both the Vikings and the Giants like to play it close to the chest. These are two teams that probably played the most close games out of anybody, and they're gonna meet, right? And they met already, and the Giants took that L. So now the Giants have a little extra to go for it, and this is a game that they can keep close. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do because when they were blitzing against Kirk, they were able to get sacks, but Kirk was still able to make plays. So I don't know how they're gonna adjust in order to stop that, especially when you consider the receiving options he has. Justin Jefferson, the other receiver they have, his name escapes me, but he's a good ass receiver. TJ Hawkinson. So when you look at what the Vikings have, the thing the Vikings have proven, Herbie, is despite having Kirk Cousins as their quarterback, and listen, the issue with Kirk for anybody listening, because I have a homeboy that's a Vikings fan who has taken a look at the pod before, so I want to be fair to the Vikings. The problem with Kirk Cousins is not that he's a good quarterback. Like, no one's going to dispute that. You look at his numbers, you can't argue. The problem with Kirk is we know Kirk is going to shit the bed at some point. Like, Kirk has never proven
it's third and 14. Kirk is going to throw it 5.
Kirk has not proven that he can come through for you when it matters the most. Yeah, he can win. He can win a game against the Giants. That's not going to do shit. Let's see what he does in the next round. Let's see if he can get to an NFC championship. That changes perception. But for now, in a game like this, you got to pick Kirk Cousins or Daniel Jones. I mean, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you're not leaving me too many options. No offense, guys.
You're not leaving me no options.
Yeah,
so Minnesota's a 3-point favorite. The total is 48 points. I will take the under in that. I don't see both of them scoring like that, in my opinion, bro. Like, I feel like either it might be a lower scoring game than we think, bro. So I take under in that. Me, man, and I'm a time guy, bro. Oh God, a minute and 40. I was really trying to breeze through that, dog. That's how uninteresting these guys are. We still have a minute and 30 seconds to talk about them, bro. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. I got a filibuster for a minute and 30 seconds. God damn. All right, man. For me, this is the put up or shut up game for Kirk Cousins, man. The Minnesota Miracle, bro. That wasn't Kirk Cousins, bro. He wasn't the quarterback of that team. He has no actual legacy with the Vikings other than being the quarterback for the Vikings for the past 3 seasons, dog. There's nothing actually great that he's done, bro. You know what I'm saying? Other than win a division. He won the division for the first time since he's been there. He has no legacy. He has no career-defining moment. This has to be the career-defining moment for Kirk Cousins, bro. Like, it has to be, dog. It has to be. You got a 3-point favorite at home in a dome against a team that doesn't really have that much talent. The only person that you have to really worry about is Saquon Barkley. Kirk, put up or shut up. Do it. Do it, or I never want to see your face again. I am going to say, God. All right, I have a gun to my head. I have to give a prediction, bro. I have a gun to my head. Oh God, because they're both like I can see them both winning. All right, man. 24-21, man. Vikings.
I was gonna go 24-28 Vikings. The thing with the Vikings, I'll say, is that they have so much firepower, especially with Justin Jefferson, best receiver in the league this season. They got so much firepower. I think Justin Jefferson alone can come through for them. So I just don't know what the Giants are gonna do, man. I just don't think their defense will have to play outstanding in order to, you know what I mean, to keep them with what they have on offense. But I expect it to be a close game. I think it'll be a good game. It's just when you think about the teams involved, they're not teams that you expect to go to the Super Bowl, if we're being honest.
Absolutely, man. So, all right, man. Last but not least, bro, Ravens and Bengals, man.
Dude, I think Anthony Brown is playing.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley's not playing, bro. What is there to talk about in this game, bro? Like,
dude, I'll say this: the Bengals. You know what's weird? You know what's funny about this game, Herbie? Out of all the games that you can't fathom the better team losing because of the situation, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals lose this one, bro. I don't know why.
Anthony, there's no way, bro. Rob, you sound ridiculous, dog. Like, you sound ridiculous.
I'm just saying.
This ain't even Tyler Huntley, bro. Like, you sound crazy, bro. Like, I get it, bro. There's intrigue. It would be interesting. It'll be a fucking hell of a storyline. You sound crazy, my nigga. It's not.
I sound crazy. Bro. I sound crazy now.
You sound crazy, period. If they win, you still sound crazy. Because only a crazy man could even process that, dog. Even if they win. No. So either way, you sound crazy, my nigga. No, you sound crazy. What are you talking about right now, bro? Like,
dude.
What's your fine? You threw it out there, bro. Tell me your thought process behind it, bro. Go ahead.
No. It's not like a real deep football thought. I was just thinking about how, listen, I don't know what the Bengals' thought process was playing against the Ravens last week. Maybe they thought, like, okay, we're not going to show them too much because we're going to play this team next week. It's not that I think that Anthony Brown's going to be some revelation. I saw he played last week. But I do want to say this. I think John Harbaugh is a better coach than Zach Taylor. And I do think the Ravens' defense will pose some problems for the Bengals. The issue is, will the Ravens offense be able to score? That's where I'm kind of like at a crossroads. But I just feel like if this is an ugly game that's low scoring, Herbie, I just wouldn't be shocked because the Ravens defense from the time they've acquired Roquan Smith, they've been one of the better defenses in football. Like the Ravens defense is legit. Their issue is there's no Lamar, right? Like there's no Lamar. So it's kind of just like their offense, which is built around that, there's not much hope for them. But Herbie, it feels crazy to say, and obviously the matchup I want to see in the next round is the Bills versus the Bengals, like the matchup that we didn't get a couple weeks ago. But I just feel like for whatever reason, the Bengals seem to struggle within their division for whatever reason, except for the Steelers. They want to kill the Steelers every time they play the Steelers. But all the other division, like the Ravens and the Browns, always give these niggas problems for whatever reason, no matter what. And I'm not saying that the Ravens are going to win. Like, I think the Bengals are going to win just because a third string quarterback, like to lose to a third string quarterback is like, it's just, you know what I mean? I'm just saying if the Ravens win, I'm not shocked. I don't think they're going to win.
Bro, because at the end of the day, it's football, bro. But, right. Okay, I'm going to give you the last 4 games between the Bengals and the Ravens, right? The last game was 27-16, bro, in favor of the Cincinnati Bengals. Before that, Baltimore won. You want to know what that score was? 19-17. The other 2 games, however, Bengals 41-21. Bengals 41-17, bro. Nah.
You got me there.
Nah.
The facts are the facts. The facts are the facts.
Again, if put like this, bro. Joe Burrow, on the strength of that shit he just talked alone this past weekend, where he says, as long as I'm here, our championship window is alive, bro. It's open. As long as I'm playing, our window is open. You can't go and shit the bed the first week after you said some wild shit like that to Anthony Brown. You can't. Like, he knows he said that crazy shit. He knows that he gets so much carte blanche to be that arrogant that other quarterbacks in the ilk of him with that kind of confidence and that outwardly confidence didn't have, i.e. Cam Newton, just for an example.
Right.
If you say some shit like that and then lose to Anthony Brown, bro, everything that you said, now we're gonna put a bullet on his back that he should deserve based on the way that he talks, bro. Now, maybe it's because he plays in Cincinnati and nobody really pays attention to Cincinnati, even though they were just in the Super Bowl, even though they just won the division again. Who knows? But he knows he can't lose to Anthony Brown, bro.
He can't.
Not Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown, man. All right, man. For this game, though, it is a 9.5-point spread. The total is 40.5. For me, man, I just think it's too much to overcome for the Bengals, man. I mean, for the Ravens, in my opinion, bro. So I see them covering that spread, bro, easily. I see them covering that 9.5-point spread. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means. I just don't think the Ravens are going to put out any kind of points out. So for me, I have a prediction of, I would say 27 to something similar. So 27-16, bro. So yeah, 27 to like 17 again.
For my prediction, the way that I think the game is actually gonna go, I don't think the Ravens really stand much of a chance. I don't know why. I just had a weird feeling about the game, but when you really think about it, bro, I mean, the Bengals actually have a good defense. So, I think the Ravens are just gonna put on. They haven't scored more than 20. They haven't even gotten to 20 points. They haven't scored 18 points since Lamar's been hurt. So their cap is 17 points. And I don't even think they're gonna get 17. I think the Ravens will I think the score is gonna be something along the lines of let's go with 24-10. Like I think the Bengals are gonna win pretty comfortably.
Comfortable, man. All right, man. So there you have it, guys. That is our predictions. That is the full Super Wildcard, aka Rocky Balboa 3 weekend predictions, man. We gave you a prediction for every single game.
Yes, sir.
Am I even going to remember my predictions after I hit end on this live stream? Probably not. But who cares, man? It's the beauty of the internet, man. Even if you have proof of something you said, you could just deny it. Then I will deny it if I look like a jackass next week, man. So with that, man, Rod, pleasure to do this live stream with you as always, bro.
As always, brother. You already know.
Cannot show you love enough, my guy, man. So
yes,
thank
sir.
you again.
You
thank you again,
know, my boy.
To the fans, to the people that come, to the people that support, to the people that comment, man. We appreciate y'all too, man. See y'all next week. We will react to all the games and preview the following divisional round. Deuces.